Deftones, Do You Believe? The Cardigans cover. Guitar tabs and guitar lesson. I'm going to play all the parts right at the beginning here. After that, I'll go back through, give the full explanation for everything. Please hit that subscribe button. It's the best way to let me know that you like this video and you want to see more Deftones stuff like this. And now, let's go for it. Okay, so for starters, this is going to be in a drop D tuning. All right, so we have our D, A, D, G, B, E. All we do is just take that low E string, drop it down a whole step to get the D. Okay, we have that initial kind of EQ heavy section, and then it just busts into the full-blown like power chords of it. We start with just an open D power chord, so the open low D and A. Okay, to 3rd fret now for the F. Up to 5 for the G. All right, and now we do a little chromatic slide. We go 5s up to 6, back down to 5. All right, and then just land on the 3 for the F. All right, and then we finish it by doing 2 for the E, up to 5s for the G, and then up to A at the 7s. And after we do that, we'll just drop down to the high E here at the 8 and just give it a bend right to the top, kind of cut it, just like that. All right, and we would go through that, a handful of times, and the final time through, we just skip the bend and we just let it hang on that 7 for a moment. All right, then we jump up to 8s. For that B flat, and then just down to 5s. And that'll get us into the verse. And for the verse, it's mostly just kind of a keyboard riff happening with some single line, distorted guitar in the background. And it's just kind of hanging out on the low D string. So we just start with open to 2. All right, up to 3. All the way up to 7. Back down to 5. All right, repeat it twice. And at the end of the second time, you can do the little scale back down where it's basically we just go 7, 5, 3, 2. All right, repeat that, the initial riff again, the open 2, 3, 7, 5. And then at the end of the final time, we finish it by just coming up to 8 and then up to 10. All right, and if you'd rather prefer to strum out some chords for the verse, you can just do something like this where we just do like a big open D5 here. So just, open D, A, D with the 2, G, 3 on the B. All right, then we kind of switch and keep the 2, G, 3, B. All right, and we just want the E bass note at that 2 on the low D. Everything else can stay open. Okay, keep that bass note going up to the 3. So we kind of just jump like this now. Hit that 3 on the D. Keep that 2G with the 3B open, D and A under it. And then we'll just jump down to basically a D5 with the A bass note. So just an open A string with the open D, 2G, 3B. And then just finish at basically a G chord. So just hit the 5s on the D, A, D, and then you can have like an open G and B under it. So a little more of a chord method if you prefer that. And this is probably where, we need the drop D tuning to really make this work. Kind of tricky to do it in a standard. So basically we're just going to do this really quick, 1, 2, 3, where we hit the open low D power chord, and then we just hit 8s and then 10s. All right, and that's just how we're going to do it. Bang, bang, bang. All right, and we just crank that out 4 times. Do it a 5th time, but at the end of the 5th time, we just kind of linger on that 10 of the low D for a moment and just give it a little like vibrato there. All right, so, and that thing just cranks out all the way till the end.